Hey everyone, Matt here. Before we start this week's episode, I wanted to give you a trigger warning. There is talk of sexual related trauma in this episode. If that is something you are unable to listen to, we understand and we will catch up with you next week. Everybody has trauma in one way or another. It's what we do with the trauma that matters, how we respond to the trauma that matters. And we can choose to let it rule our life, or we can choose to heal from it. And me, I'm choosing to heal from it. I'm not letting it rule my life. And I want that for everybody. If that's what, if you don't want that, if you're not ready to face that, that's fine. But therapy is great for that. And when I'm out here saying, guys, like, we need to be talking about therapy as well. I'm not saying it's just therapy. I'm not saying it's just Ozempic. I'm not saying it's just diet and exercise. It's everything.
Welcome to Cut the Crap with Beth and Matt, the world's #1 no bullshit health and fitness podcast.
Are you ready to cut the crap with your diet and exercise, get strong as fuck, and build a healthy relationship with food? Then you've come to the right place.
Let's go. If you'd like to support us in the podcast, join our Patreon where you get exclusive content, which consists of monthly workouts you can do at home or at the gym, monthly challenges that are either strength, habit, or mindset based, and access to over 100 plus low-calorie, high-protein, family-friendly meals. These are all designed by a professional chef who is certified in nutrition. These recipes are already in MyFitnessPal for easy fucking tracking. New recipes are also added each week.
We believe that fitness is for everyone, so this is our way of getting you started on your health and fitness journey at a price most everyone can afford. So what the fuck are you waiting for? We'll see you in the Patreon. Okay, we are officially live, right? It's very confusing seeing you sitting across the room from me and sitting here looking at the camera on the computer and then trying to figure out all the audio. Boy, that means we are live in person here in Florida. Yeah, Beth?
Exactly.
Exactly, as you take a picture of me.
You guys, this is going to be our off podcast here.
Well, we've done a couple of in-person podcasts like this. Last year we did one after the Florida meet and greet. So we're continuing that tradition here. We always like to kind of do a brain dump after these things and catch up. So first and foremost, let's see. What do we want to get into first? So we kind of have spent, the last 4 or 5 days with each other here, working on the podcast. But before we get into that stuff, I would like if we could talk about our Vegas experience first, and more importantly, your Vegas experience, since you did something pretty fucking cool recently, something we've talked about a lot on this podcast, which is...
I finally spoke at that event that I had so much anticipation and anxiety and stress about, and it was incredible, an incredible experience.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Glad I did it.
Glad you did it.
Glad it's over. Glad it's done.
Glad it's done and over.
Yeah, it was a super fun time. It was fun to see you and everybody there, my team, and it was amazing.
It's amazing, and your talk was fucking amazing too. Got me fired up. I know I got a lot of other coaches fired up as well. And most of Team BFF was there. I got to finally meet most of Team BFF. I've met a few people from the team, but Iris and Brooke, Amy, Renee, Kelly, Christy, fucking Hunter. I've met Hunter plenty of times. Did I miss anybody? I don't think I missed anybody there.
No, we saw Ryan Cassim and Jordan, not Jordan. I always call him Jordan.
Jared Hamilton. Jared.
Sorry, Jared.
We hooked up with a lot of other amazing coaches there. I really liked the conference for that reason, was connecting and networking with other people, seeing how other people do things, just get fucking inspired, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. We were already inspired as fuck because we were all fired up after your two talks that you gave us. So
yeah.
Take messy action, right?
Consistently.
Take messy action consistently. That was I liked that because so many resonate with so many coaches that were there. Because that's really like what we're teaching to our clients too.
Yeah. It was cool to see how much of my presentation related to so many coaches. That was the point. And I'm glad it was well taken.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've been seeing a lot of the coaches that we connected with. They seem reinvigorated by the conference and your talk as well, because they've all been crushing their content, and it's really cool to see.
Love it. Matt's drinking some aspartame right now.
Oh, you guys.
So who has tried the new sparkling ice Starburst flavor? So fucking good.
So good.
The strawberry one is
I'm drinking the strawberry one right now.
Yeah.
Really fucking good. Thought I grabbed the cherry one, but
that one's my favorite.
The cherry's your favorite?
No, strawberry.
Oh, the strawberry's your favorite. The pink Starburst.
That's right.
Red Starbursts are my favorite, so that makes sense.
Yeah. So we had our meet and greet this last weekend in Matt's here in Florida. That was
Yes.
so fun.
It
Thanks,
was.
guys, for showing up. That was one of my favorites, I have to say. It was quaint.
I
And so
like
we were
that.
able to really have a chat with a lot of them. So I love
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, we were able to spend some one-on-one time with everybody. I feel
Yeah.
like, because we did about 7 miles,
Yeah.
and we were out there for
4 hours.
3.5, 4 hours. We were kind of just going at a slow, leisurely pace.
Mhm.
Everybody was just kind of chatting and get to know each other. It was really cool. We had seven people show up, so thank you everybody for showing up. It was really nice. Like we said, just we probably spent 20, 30 minutes probably talking with each
Mhm.
person, their experiences, what they've struggled with, what they've liked about the podcast, and
Mhm.
like future plans too. I know we talked with a couple of people about future plans, maybe about some people are interested in becoming coaches, or what's
Oh.
next for them in their health and wellness journey. So it's
Mhm.
really fucking cool. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. And we saw a fucking boar.
Oh, we saw a wild boar. Yeah, that's the first
We
time I've
saw
seen a
a
boar.
boar. I've never seen a wild boar, and it was a big motherfucker
It was a
that
big fucker.
kind of was like darting towards us, and I got
Hmm.
a little freaked out for a second.
Yeah, he made that sudden movement towards us, and he started fucking running. And of course, the joke was because I was wearing a red shirt, right?
Yeah, you were like running with the bulls,
Running with the
fucking
bulls.
Spain
Yeah.
style.
Yeah, I really did enjoy the smaller group, because last time when we did the Florida trip, we had, I mean, I'm not complaining, it was amazing. We had like almost 20 people that showed up, which is awesome. We weren't
Hmm.
sure how many to expect here, because the weather forecast was kind of like hit or miss. It was like 40 to 50% chance of thunderstorms.
Hmm.
And so, well, you know us, so we're not going to shy away from a challenge or some potentially bad weather. So we said, fuck it, we're doing it anyway. And anybody wants to come join us, here's where we're going to be.
And it was
So
sunny,
it was
warm,
beautiful weather. We really got lucky.
beautiful.
What I really enjoyed too is that I had 3 clients that came to the meet and greet. Long-term clients, Kristen, Kathy, who came to the meet and greet last year before she was a client, and then Dora, who was a newer client. And from Kathy too, it was like so cool, right, to see Kathy 1 year ago and then 1 year today,
Hmm.
how she was doing with that hiking. She was so much stronger. Her endurance seemed like she could go all day. In fact, after the end of the 7 mile hike, she's like, I feel like I could do another one. Her mobility, and just seeing how healthy, or how much happier she is, and like you could just see it in the way she was walking. She was walking more upright, stronger. So yeah, it was awesome to see, and that's something we talk about, and we talked about in the meet and greet that we did in Ohio at Hocking Hills, with a lot of people that came. Was like, where do you want to be a year from now? Really
Yeah,
good example of that.
yeah,
How
love
much
it.
can change in just 1 year if
Hmm.
you let it, and if you do the work, and if you kind of change that mindset of like, what can I do right now to have the instant results and feel the best right now, or versus what can I do to help me feel better long term and move better.
Yeah, I'd rather drink OatZempic.
All right, you guys, our thoughts are, we're all
Okay,
over the place here
I
right
am
now.
literally about to have a fucking coronary.
Yeah, we
Okay.
wanted to talk about Vegas and our meet and greet, and we'll probably get back to it. But right now, we're kind of bothered, because there's a lot of stupidity on the social webs, the internet right now, right?
Okay.
Um,
I just want to say that it's very disheartening to see grown ass fucking adults think that a blended oat drink with lime juice and water is going to be the key to their long lasting weight loss and happiness.
right.
Because it's a
That's the missing
fucking
piece.
trend.
The OatZempic. We're not saying Ozempic. We're saying fucking OatZempic. Like,
This is the newest thing on TikTok, okay, where people are drinking blended oats and saying it's suppressing their appetite and causing them to lose weight. Well, no fucking shit. It's fiber. It makes you shit and will help keep you full. And
that's what
why
fiber does.
we tell people to include fiber in their diet.
You don't if the conversation were, hey, here is an awesome drink that I like, that really helps to keep me full and helps me stay on track with my goals, then we're not even talking about Ozempic. But it's literally what people are fucking trying to make the claims by Ozempic. And like, no, you're just crash dieting to start yet another weight loss journey. That's all you're doing. You're crash dieting. You're giving yourself another fucking cleanse and detox, just with the fancy fucking name, because Ozempic is fucking popular right now. So let's just create a fucking drink to play off of that, to
You
capitalize
guys,
off that.
what do we think when we're out here preaching fiber, protein, and things like that? Those help keep you full.
We're not getting paid by big fiber and big protein.
Fucking banging our heads against the wall when we're explaining this shit to you. Like, I don't understand. Like, I need a kickstart to weight loss. Well, take a fucking walk, okay? Don't drink this bullshit thinking that this is your ticket.
That's the meal ticket.
I mean, how can you even think this tastes good? It doesn't. But you're like, oh, it helps me suppress my appetite. Have a fucking bowl of oatmeal with a side of yogurt. Okay.
Food suppresses your appetite. We're eating food.
Something you enjoy. You don't need a oat bullshit drink.
Eating a balanced plate, a balanced meal, a balanced diet makes you not hungry and satisfies your fucking hunger. Real food, not drinks, not supplements,
right?
Not these hacks to make you feel like you're satisfied, because you're not going to be truly satisfied and you're going to binge as a result of it. We all know this, guys. You've been doing this. So why are you going about it a different fucking way or the same fucking way? The end result. You know the end result. You know that you're doing this for a week to promise that you're going to lose 5 pounds in a day, to detox your colon or detox your liver, whatever it might be. It's just another fucking way to call it that. That's all it is. Your guys are falling for the same fucking gullible shit. Yeah. Gullible guppies. Beth, you guys. Beth made a comment or a video right before this. So, like, jokingly.
This is a joke, but you got to have the brain cell of a fucking guppy to keep doing this shit. I mean, and I say this with all kinds of love, but it's 2024. This is not 1980, not 1990. This isn't Jenny Craig era. Get it together. I mean,
find a sustainable approach.
At this point, like, I just don't understand it, to be honest. I don't know. I get the behavioral and the mindset part of it, but we got to get away.
This is part of that, though, Beth. Like, this is part of the behavioral mindset, because these are shit behaviors.
I guess you're right. Yeah.
They are. They're not health promoting behaviors. They're fucking hacks and quick fixes and 30-day sprints.
Yeah.
It's not sustainable.
No.
So it's absolutely, this is behavioral. It is mindset, because it's still a diet culture mindset.
Yeah, that's so true.
100%.
Yeah.
And I guess we're also just super fucking fired up about you, especially. You're more fired up about OatZempic, because I haven't heard much about it yet. But your social media is all
that and my adrenal cocktail and cortisol cocktail bullshit, which is another fucking stream of. I can't even.
It's all ass. And we're more fired up than probably normal, because we've been together all weekend, and then
we've been feeding off each other's energy.
We've been feeding off of each other's energy, and we haven't created much content yet.
What do you mean? We have actually.
I shouldn't say about these particular things.
We're doing different type of content right now.
We're not putting any pressure on it. So we're creating plenty of content, but we haven't talked about this.
Documenting. Not creating right now.
We're documenting and not creating. Absolutely.
Exactly.
But we're more fired up, I think, because the Oprah special just came out, and we have a lot of things to say about it. We've been talking about it. Me especially, I've been very vocal about it. And I haven't watched all of it yet, so I just want to throw that out there. But I'm just really fucking disappointed in it so far. Like, and I want people to hear me when I say this. I'm not disappointed in the fact that we're talking about obesity. This is great. But I don't think Oprah is the person to talk about obesity. She's not the person to talk about obesity. She's not the person to bring her friends on to talk about obesity. I'm sorry, Oprah, but I don't give a fuck what your friend, the CEO of Weight Watchers, says. I don't give a fuck what your friend, the pharmaceutical rep for Ozempic, says. I don't give a single fuck. Though there's a quite clear narrative there. And for her to continue to bring these fucking people on, it's just another way that she's continuing to further perpetuate this fucking diet cycle that she is, or the diet culture cycle that she is still stuck in. She's doing the same shit. This is the way. I'm not going to say this is the red wagon all over again, but she's parading her friends out there, Weight Watchers, a company that's probably one of the biggest companies that single-handedly have a play into people's poor relationship with food and women's poor fucking body image issues. Now they're gonna just bring Weight Watchers. Oh, sorry, we got it wrong. We're sorry we fucked up millions of women for decades. We're sorry that we made them feel ashamed in their body. We're sorry. Our old way of working was wrong. But guys, guess what? This way, we promise you, we've got it right this time. We have your best interests at heart. Please come back to us. Give us your fucking money. We're gonna get it right this time. We're gonna stop shaming you. That's an abusive relationship. I'm sorry. That's all that's going on here. We can have conversations about obesity, but Oprah doesn't fucking have a spot at the table. Her
fuck
spot at the
her.
table's been fucking reserved. Weight Watchers' spot at the table's been fucking reserved.
There's always an agenda.
Yeah, there's always an agenda, and it was quite clear.
It's always about money.
And I can't even talk about this shit on public fucking social media because if the moment I say, hey, there's a clear bias here, then I'm fat phobic. Then I'm the one that's shaming people for using drugs. And I'm like, motherfuckers, there's no, like, use the drugs if you want to. Yeah. Understand the impacts of it, the negative health impacts that if you don't use it properly. Also, by the way, don't just use Ozempic just for weight loss, right? Like, you guys need to be doing it in conjunction with fucking strength training, high protein diet, making sure you're not getting enough calories by addressing our behaviors, our lifestyles, seeking therapy. Like, I'm not saying it's one or the other. I'm saying it's all of these fucking things. And until we can wrap our minds around that as a society, we're never going to fucking be able to beat this thing. It's not one component. It's all of it. And I didn't hear Oprah on that episode fucking talk about therapy. I'm sorry, but I didn't. And that is what's got me so fired up.
Yeah.
And I know that probably everybody that struggles with obesity has gone through therapy. I acknowledge that. I understand that. I think therapy is amazing. Trust me, I'm going through therapy for my own shit right now. But damn it, man. Like, she should be talking about it. Oprah didn't talk about it. And then somebody said, like, oh, but she talked about it on her after show. Fuck your after show. Nobody's watching the after show.
Right.
Nobody's watching the after show. You had this country watching, the world watching, you had the spotlight on you, and you chose to fucking highlight Weight Watchers. You chose not to talk about therapy and mental health, eating disorders, because eating disorders are like the second most fucking prevalent leading cause of death when it comes to mental health issues. But we can't talk about that on national television. We can talk about everything else and promote the drugs, but we can't talk about that stuff, even though everybody struggles with that.
And then she had people on there that don't even know the science behind how people lose fat and saying that calories don't always work. They always bullshit. Fucking work.
It's fucking
how
bullshit.
Do you think Ozempic works? By suppressing your fucking appetite, right? So you're eating less calories.
Right. It suppresses your appetite and it rewires your brain in a way. So make your body more effective at communicating those hunger and satiety signals. At its core, that's what it does. Right. But don't come fucking on like Oprah. Like, we all saw the clip. Do not fucking come on here and say calories in, calories out doesn't work for everybody. We have a big fucking issue with that because it fucking does. And anybody that's losing weight right now on Ozempic is adhering to the first law of thermodynamics, whether they fucking choose to believe in it or not. You don't get to fucking pick and choose which laws of the universe apply to you. You don't. Yep. Calories in, calories out is a universal law. It's not calorie tracking. It's not counting your food. It's not counting points. It's a fucking natural, biological, physiological process that happens in your body. It's energy balance. It's always fucking happening. It's always going one way or another. It's your metabolism. It's your activity. It's your hormones. It's the food you eat. It's everything. Like, it's everything. You don't get to fucking say it doesn't work for me because it fucking does. I'm sorry that your behaviors and the food noise, right? I'm sorry the food noise kept you from getting into a calorie deficit, but that's what it was doing. And now that you're on Ozempic, the food noise is shut the fuck up. It's quieter. And now it makes you approach weight loss in a normal fucking, like a normal person would, without all that shit. Like, it's just leveled the fucking playing field. That's that's what it does. That's not even like my opinion. That's what it does. It's still calories in, calories out if you're losing weight on Ozempic, period. All right, there's my rant. I had to get that out. There you go,
Matt.
Damn it, man. Social media is exhausting, isn't it?
Yeah, it can be.
It's almost like we can't even say these things. We can't even say these things because then we're the ones shaming people.
People get it all twisted because they don't listen to they like to get super emotional about it and they don't use their heads.
Yeah, your facts aren't fucking feelings, guys. Your feelings are not facts, guys.
Take a step back and actually look at the facts. And
right.
We know you have emotion invested in this.
There's this thing called check the facts. It's a therapy term, guys. And if you went to therapy, you would know this. Check the fucking facts because your feelings are not facts.
Yep.
Whew. But I want to get it. And I want to get all the trauma. Yeah, fuck it. I'll go ahead and Beth, let's talk about it. So guys, there's been a lot of trauma talk out there too. And I know this is especially true for women that struggle with obesity, but a lot of people that struggle with obesity struggle with trauma in many different forms. I'm not a woman. I'm not obese, but I've definitely struggled with trauma myself, including sexual trauma in my past, in my childhood. So I get it. I get the trauma aspect. I get the impact that it can have on your relationship with yourself, the relationship with food as a coping mechanism. I get it, but like we can't ignore these traumas. And I'm in my late 30s, just now choosing to uncover this trauma, and it's a fucking mess.
Yeah.
It's fucking hard. It's the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
Yeah, right, Matt.
But it's like, it's what I've got to do if I want to, like, this is the missing piece for me. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but I want people to understand that they're not alone. Everybody has trauma in one way or another. It's what we do with the trauma that matters, how we respond to the trauma that matters. And we can choose to let it rule our life, or we can choose to heal from it. And me, I'm choosing to heal from it. I'm not letting it rule my life. And I want that for everybody. If that's what, if you don't want that, if you're not ready to face that, that's fine. But therapy is great for that. And when I'm out here saying, guys, like, we need to be talking about therapy as well, I'm not saying it's just therapy. I'm not saying it's just Ozempic. I'm not saying it's just diet and exercise. It's everything. It's health and wellness is all encompassing. It's fun. We need to be looking at it from a holistic approach. And I hate that fucking word, holistic, because it's holistic Anna and holistic cocktails and everything, right? But truly,
it has its place.
It does. And that's where health and wellness starts. It's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. It's all of this shit. So when you hear me say, guys, what about therapy? It's not just like, I'm not just saying, have you guys tried therapy? Have you ever thought about therapy? No, of course. I know that everybody's thought about therapy, but if we're going to have conversations about obesity and trauma and all this other bullshit, then that needs to be part of the equation and part of the conversation as well. It's not either or, it's all of the above.
When the world feels crazy and chaotic, remember that you don't have to. You deserve to take control of your mental and physical health. Cured Nutrition is trying to make it easier for you to do just that. Formulated with their trinity of ingredients, a blend of full spectrum cannabinoids, functional mushrooms, and adaptogens, Serenity Gummies are your answer to finding the calm in every storm. Cured wants you to feel good about feeling good. They took their time formulating their Serenity Gummies. They left out the artificial flavors, sugars, and dyes, and replaced them with ingredients that actually live up to their clean label, wellnessy word. I've recently started taking Serenity Gummies at night for my nighttime routine to help me get settled after a long, stressful day, and they've been really easing me into a great nighttime sleep. Right now, Cure is extending an exclusive offer to you, our listeners. You can grab a bag of Serenity Gummies for 20% off by visiting www.curednutrition.com/CTC and using the coupon code CTC at checkout. That's CURED nutrition.com/CTC and coupon code CTC at checkout to save 20% to protect your peace and pop a gummy.
And when we're talking about the trauma thing, is because a lot of people use that as, I don't want to say an excuse for being overweight. Like, my trauma is causing my weight gain or me to not lose fat. But it comes down to how you're handling your trauma with overeating, using food as a means to cope. And that's kind of how this all got started.
Right. 100%.
We can't blame what happened to us. It's how we react to it. And over consuming food is part of that. It's how you deal. But it shouldn't be the way you deal.
Right. Because here's the thing, guys, with Ozempic. Ozempic is great for helping you calm the food noise, but it's not going to heal your trauma. It's not going to heal your relationship with food. If you are still using food to cope with emotions and with stress, to soothe, and it's not even food, it could be booze, it could be drugs, it could be anything. Nothing's going to fix that stuff. Drugs aren't going to fix that. You've got to do the work. You've got to get to the root cause of these things.
Yes. And that's what we're really saying here. You got to get to the root cause.
Ozempic can be great, especially as you navigate those things.
It's a tool.
But it shouldn't be the only tool.
Exactly.
Be a tool in your arsenal. Develop that emotional tool belt so you have the skills and the tools to use in any situation in life. So you know emotion. So you know how to regulate your emotions. So you know how to manage stress, your fight or flight response. So you know how to manage anxiety. So that you have conflict resolution skills. So you have problem solving skills. So you have conflict critical fucking thinking skills. That's what therapy is for. That's what all this other shit is for. It's in Ozempic doesn't teach you those things, and it doesn't address those things. It can make those things easier, right? It's like the conversation of, well, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Is it therapy that's needed, or is it Ozempic that's needed? It's like, well, it's both. It doesn't matter which one came first. It doesn't matter if your relationship with food is shit because of trauma, or because you're traumatized because you have a poor relationship with food. It doesn't matter which is what. What matters is what you're doing about it.
Exactly.
Well, I just got that bombshell off. I know we've talked about it a little bit in the past, and I've talked about it with other people that are close to me. But now that everybody kind of, I guess, is out there now, so I don't know what to do with that right now. But I've been thinking about talking about it more publicly anyway, especially because I've talked about my own therapy journey and my own healing journey and everything too. So anybody else out there, like, just know you're not alone. Okay. Like, we love you, or you're not alone, no matter what it is you're struggling with. There's probably
we all have something, you guys.
We all have something. And we all deal with it in our own way. So I guess that's moving on from that topic. Let's move back to meet and greets. Because we're planning our next meet and greet as well, right?
Yes. The Oregon coast, I believe.
Oregon coast, we are looking.
So I think that's what's going to happen, y'all. The Oregon coast, we are collecting
ideas, suggestions,
ideas and destinations on the Oregon coast at this point. We need to have something that's accessible for everyone.
Yeah, we want to be beginner friendly, so we're not
3 to 5 miles. Okay, I've been getting a lot of beach ideas, which is great, but we're not going to go have an event at a beach. We need a trail.
If a hike leads us to a beach,
perfect.
Awesome.
But we're not going to just take a walk on the beach here.
We can do that here in Florida.
Yes.
And we also kind of, let's go ahead and throw this out there too for the date so people can plan accordingly. It's going to be the fourth weekend in June. Tentatively, guys, it's going to be June 22nd. We're like, we've got that date on our calendars. Once we confirm it and everything, like 100%, we'll definitely let everybody know.
Yeah.
You guys have been asking us to come to Oregon, I should say Oregon, because we have a town here in Ohio called Oregon, Ohio. So everybody calls it Oregon. So every time I refer to the state, I'm like, yeah, I've got to catch myself there. But we've been getting a lot of people asking for us to come to Oregon. So we're excited to come.
We are excited. June 22nd is the day.
It's the day. It's not tentative.
Exactly.
Okay, it's not tentative. That is the day, June 22nd.
I'm pretty sure, right?
Got a few months to plan for it. So yeah. Yes. Let's see what else this weekend. So we've been training together. We've been working out together this weekend. We got a couple of workouts in. How's that been for us, Beth?
Well, I PR'd the first day, but I've been sick. So when Matt got here, I just got back from Vegas and I felt like I was coming down with something for like a week. And it was kind of just sitting there. Not COVID. I took a test and I just kept sneezing and my sinuses. So I haven't been 100%, but we've been doing it.
Yeah. And that day that was what, Friday morning when we were working out, and I asked you how you felt beforehand. And because I was recording it, right? And you're like, I feel like a bag of dicks. And I felt sluggish and tired, right?
Yep.
So we crushed that fucking workout. You set a PR on a day that you felt like a bag of dicks.
40-pound dumbbell overhead press, incline dumbbell press.
Right. On a day that you didn't feel great, you went in and fucking crushed it. So it goes to show you guys, the best way to feel better is to go out and move, push yourself, do some strength training.
And then today, I'm still pretty tired. And we went in there, it was leg day, and I just moved the needle.
So did I.
I didn't try to get PR.
Yep, we just kind of greased the groove today. So Beth's coming off of being sick. Still kind of sick, honestly. I'm sure your energy levels are still shit. And
I'm really tired.
Yeah. And I haven't done lower body. I haven't done legs in a month now at this point because I was dealing with that sciatica injury. Yeah. So we both just greased the groove, and that's okay. What I mean by grease the groove is sometimes it's okay to just go through the motions when you work out, because you're still staying in motion then. You're still moving the ball forward then. Not every workout needs to be ideal. It doesn't need to be something that you have 100% dedication, focus, and energy for. You're almost never gonna be 100% ready to go to the gym.
Yeah.
But like if you don't go and keep yourself from going just because you're not feeling like it, because you don't have the energy, like that's really when you need to go. And those are those moments when you take action. That's how you build the discipline and the quote unquote motivation. That's when motivation is built, in those fucking ugly moments when you don't want to go do the work.
Yep.
We get it asked all the time. How do I get motivated? You just fucking take action. We took messy action that day.
Yep.
Both days.
Both
days.
That hike, that was a good hike. That was a good 4 hours. So I feel like that being kind of a little bit sick, like, whew.
Yeah, you didn't really like Saturday morning. I don't think you really were showing any, like you didn't feel it. I don't think, did you? Maybe?
It was more like, do I have allergies?
Yeah. Hard to say what.
I mean, it still could have been, because I haven't. It's not like I've been laid out sick.
No, you
I'm
haven't.
just very sinusy, stuffy, and tired.
Yeah,
that's it. No fever, no crazy shit. So it could be allergies.
Yeah, and that 7 miles was no easy, especially because the terrain, right? We weren't doing like elevation gain, but it was that time of a terrain through the jungle like that. The tree roots are huge and they're all over the trails, and it's kind of like hiking on the East Coast because everything's just rocks and roots, right?
Yeah.
So except here it's not rocks, it's just like muddy and mud, dirt, and big tree roots.
What they call it, Florida mud.
Florida mud, yeah. We hear it a lot, like, I have no energy. I want to work out, but I have no energy after a long day, or I'm so tired first thing in the morning. That's why you need to work out. That's why we need to work out. We don't have energy because we're not working out and pushing our body.
Exactly.
And giving your body a reason to feel good. You move and your body produces those feel-good chemicals, the endorphins, the serotonin, the dopamine. When we get out and do shit, your body rewards you by releasing these feel-good chemicals. So that's why you don't feel good, because you're not doing anything.
You got it.
The question of the chicken or the egg, right? In this situation, it's quite clear. You feel like shit because you're not doing anything, because you're not moving.
Yeah, absolutely. Agree.
The whole video promise that we were going to do with me checking in with you before our workout, how you're feeling before and then after, right? Like, of course, somehow I messed it up. So
you messed today up too, Matt.
I know. Well, we just wanted to get out of there. I think we greased the groove. I was done documenting. I've been documenting ass off these last few days.
You have. You have.
But yeah, brain fart. Brain fart.
Brain fart.
Yeah, because what I was trying to do there was show the difference between like your energy and your motivation before going into a workout, and then like how we feel after, right? Because when we get done after the workout, it's like, yeah, like I'm on top of the fucking world. I just had a can of unicorn farts. Like I just feel like whatever your drug is, whatever gets you excited and feeling good, right? Like that's what it feels like when we come off of a workout, especially a workout where we weren't feeling it heading into it.
Yeah. I felt great after that one I PR'd. Today, I felt okay. I'm still like, meh.
Yeah.
I'm glad I did it.
And that PR was like so casual for you. You barely even muttered it underneath after you're done. Like I just did a PR. I'm like,
I know. I was
what?
like, yeah, I just did a PR. All right.
Nice
cool.
and cash. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. At 51 years old. You're 51 or you're 50?
51.
51. Yeah. 51 years old, crushing fucking PRs. I love it. I love it. Bad bitch.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
So it was really cool. I know we're jumping all over here, but I want to go back to Vegas because Vegas was a cool experience. And we got to meet the Cured Nutrition team when we were in Vegas. And that was a really cool experience because for anybody that doesn't know, Cured Nutrition, they are a partner of ours. They sponsor our podcast. And we don't take that lightly because we've never partnered with anybody. We've never been sponsored by anybody. But this is a company that we believe in, and we use their own products. And just meeting them at the conference was awesome because it re-emphasized like that we made the right choice. It validated that we made the right choice. They're cool people.
Cool products,
super down to earth. They're super knowledgeable. They're into the same shit as us. Like Hannah on their team is like her and her husband.
Big hiker.
She's a big hiker. Her husband's into rock climbing. They live in a fucking van. And I'm like, these are my type of people.
Totally. Yeah.
And then CEO Joe, he's got an incredible story. And actually he's going to be coming on to talk with us in April.
He is.
So we're really excited about that.
Yep.
and to hear their stories. He's got a really cool story. And so I want to say also thank you to Cured, because when we were talking to Cured about our vision for our podcast and our meet and greets and everything, and they're like, how can we help? How can we support
Mhm.
you? And I was like, really? I was like, that's awesome. I love it. And
Yeah.
they're like, can we send you some samples or something? So I was like, fuck yeah. So
Mhm.
Cured Nutrition hooked us up with some samples of some CBD supplements and their Serenity gummies to give to everybody at the meet and greet. So
Amazing.
yeah, so thank you, Cured Nutrition, for hooking us up there and for officially sponsoring the meet and greet with us. We are truly grateful for that. And, you know, a lot of the people on the meet and greet had already been taking some of their products. So they're like, absolutely, fuck yeah, we'll take some more of those. So
Mhm.
big thank you to Cured. And we do have an advert on our podcast for them. But if you're interested in hearing, you know, experimenting with their supplements, hearing more about how they can CBD can help you and microdosing can help you, stay tuned to Joe's interview that we're going to be
Mhm.
doing in about a month. You can also check out on their website, curednutrition.com/CT
Mhm.
CTC. You can use their coupon code that they gave us, which is
Mhm.
CTC, and you'll get 20% off of any of their products. And I'm really excited too, because they sent me
Oh,
because the
cool.
dog treats are for anxiety. My dog Dutch has a lot of anxiety, especially when I'm traveling. And so I'm
Aw,
really excited to try those dog treats with her as
that's
well.
cool.
Really cool. And then they also have this balm that you can use for like aches and pains. It's a CBD
Yes.
balm.
I want to get some of that stuff.
Yeah, so I'm going to try that out too. So that'll keep my hiker body. I'm feeling good
Yeah.
after those long hikes for sure.
Perfect.
Perfecto. Dude, can we talk about yesterday at the beach, by the way?
Oh my God. Yeah, that was
Like that
scary.
was fucking wild, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So Beth and I went to the beach yesterday for a couple of hours of downtime,
Mhm.
and we saw somebody almost drown, right? Two people almost drowned.
Yeah, a child and an adult.
A child and an adult. It was fucking crazy.
Wicked bad.
The red flags were up, so there was riptides and everything. Nobody should have
Riptides
been out in
everywhere.
the water,
Yeah, that
which is
was
why
angry.
it was very angry. I posted a video on my story, said, "Yeah, she's rip roaring today,"
Mhm.
which is why you didn't bring Johnny, because of that.
I know. I actually told my son to stay home because it was really bad, and there was a lot of people swimming, and I
So
was
many
kind of
people swimming, and they
surprised.
were getting out there. I'm like, what the fuck? And
Yeah,
because you can see
and
the riptides, like clearly these people didn't know how to read the ocean. Like if you don't know how to read the water, get to stay the fuck out of the
yeah,
water. But
and then suddenly we're laying there, and we hear call 911, and you look out and you see this kid in the middle of fucking nowhere with waves crashing,
just
and you're
getting
like, oh my
pulled out.
God, yes, getting pulled out farther and farther. And I don't even know what happened. It happened so fast, but
Yeah.
someone was able to get out there. Matt was like trying to get out there, but
That was futile. There was no way I was making it out to that kid. So I'm
yeah,
glad that somebody else did, because I was trying, but those fucking waves were crashing me, and
yeah,
I was not making progress whatsoever. Like
no,
so fucking panicked. But thank God
yeah,
that somebody was in that vicinity out there in the water,
hmm,
is what got to him. So
yeah,
because he was probably 100 yards off the beach
yeah,
with
yeah,
those waves that were crashing every three
whew,
seconds. Oh my God,
yep,
Dad. Well, a lifeguard wouldn't have been able to make it out to him. Thank God for that
yeah,
guy. Then the guy almost drowned, saving him
I
too.
know, yeah,
So it was wild, and was really. I teared up a little bit when we were walking, because when we walked
hmm,
back, we saw that guy that saved the kid, because I helped the guy
hmm,
out of the water, and he was laying there for like 10 minutes, like just trying
yeah,
to breathe, and they were working on him for 10 minutes. And seeing him get up and walk away with his wife and his two kids and his dog
I
right after
know,
that, and then seeing the kid leave right after that too, is like all of those families were almost just drastically fucking altered forever
yeah,
because of that. Like, holy shit, count your fucking blessings. And that's how
I
quickly
know,
something can change.
hmm,
Like, and then of course we start thinking about like, oh my God, what if that was Riker? Or what if that was
I
Johnny? It's like,
know,
holy shit. Like
yeah,
fucking terrifying. I don't even know that. I didn't see that kid's parents around. I don't know if he was there by himself or what, but
I don't know.
it was wild. I know
He
he's
was with that
there with
group
his
of
kids. He
kids.
was there with that
Yeah,
group of kids. Yeah. That's
yeah,
part of the problem, I guess.
yeah,
Yeah. Not problem, but like be smart.
right.
Okay. Did we say everything we needed and wanted to say today?
I think so.
Some things that we didn't plan on even. So, yeah, I think this is a good one. Quick, short one.
Hmm.
We
40
are
minutes.
40 minutes, and we're right in the middle of getting back into guests. So that's
Mhm.
one reason why I wanted to get this episode out here, because we've got a lot of guests coming up. That's really excited. We're excited to start getting guests back on the show. So
Yeah,
other than that, yeah, I think we good. We good, Beth?
be good.
Stay tuned for more deets about the Oregon meet and greet.
Yes.
We'll see y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Hope you enjoyed this episode, so why not share with a friend who needs to hear it? Send us a DM on Instagram or email us at cutthecrappod@gmail.com and join our Patreon at patreon.com/cutthecrappodcast. As always, we appreciate you and thanks for being here.